Nityanandam, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday. And it's time for another flower for you that has been plucked from my inner space and that I am presenting to you. So, again, working with new equipment. So, bear with me here. And so we'll read from the word from today. And let's see if I put it over here or over here. This is a message that Swamiji actually relates to me. So if you're new to my videos, these are flowers that have been bloomed from seeds that have been planted into me by my guru, and that I am Paramahamsa Nityananda, and I'm sharing with you as a flower so that you can take them and share with the world as a beautiful bouquet. So this message today is actually a message that was for me personally, but can be used by everyone. So let's see how it goes. These videos are not scripted at all. They just come directly from my inner space. So the word says to will. Well, first it says, Swamiji said your job in this life is to will, enrich, in oneness with purification of will, and live for life. So there's a lot in here. So to will is to the will is your personal gift from Paramashiva, from God. It is your line of communication with him, with Paramashiva, with God, with Guru. That is how you communicate with him. That is how your life is appearing as it is now. So that is your will. So you are here to manifest all that you desire. And what is the tool that God has given you to do this? It is actually your will. And we'll talk a lot about will, because a lot of the seeds that have been cultivated in me have a great deal to do with will, because will is our reason for existence. So that is your will. The next is to enrich, which is, and a prime example of that is what I'm actually doing now, which is enriching others with the gifts that you've been given. So whatever that gift is, wake up every day and share what you have. If you have knowledge about business, share that with someone. If you have knowledge about law, share that with someone. If you have knowledge about life, share that with someone. But wake up to enrich. That's one thing that I know that Swamiji has taught me, is to wake up to enrich. Wake up to enrich in some way. It can be your children, your pets, and do it without agenda. So do it without a purpose, just to enrich someone else with what you've been given, whatever those gifts are. So that's enrich. In oneness, what that means is, sorry for moving the camera, but what that means is everything that we do in order for it to be a success, is it has to be in oneness. So if you guys remember, the thing that comes to mind is, if you guys remember, or comes to spaces, if you remember the book called The Secret, it was an amazing book, I guess, but it failed a lot of people because it, I guess it worked for some and it didn't work for others. And there was a lot left out, but possibly one of the tools that was left out of the secret is oneness. And that is finding a way to be in oneness with your source, to be in oneness with your guru, to be in oneness with Paramashiva. Because in order to manifest your will, oneness is necessary. So to manifest powers, oneness is necessary. To manifest your life, oneness is necessary. And believe it or not, you're in oneness of some sort with source because you're breathing. But we've been given this gift of breath, so we don't really think about it as if we have to manifest it, but you actually are. So everything that you're doing, everything that you're creating, good or bad, is created in oneness. How it's created and how it shows up has everything to do with your will. So, because nothing happens without source, nothing happens without Paramashiva, right? So he creates, right? He operates and sustains and pulls you in and out of delusion, destroys and liberates. So all of that happens in oneness. The other is with purification of will. So as I said, we all have a will. We all have a will. But that will can sometimes be minimized, mitigated by your own self-sabotage. What do I mean? Your own doubts, your own fears, the things that you experienced as a child, the things that make you feel like you can't will, that you don't even know that your will exists, that things are just happening to you. But even if you know that your will exists, do I deserve what I want? Do I deserve to have what I... So all of these self-sabotaging, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubting mechanisms that taint your will cause your will to be unpure and cause your life to not mirror what you believe your will is. Because you can believe that your will is something, but when you actually look into it, you have all of these other muck running around in that will that you aren't aware of. And how do you purify your will? You stay in the presence of oneness. You stay in Guru's presence. You do things like completion and meditation and Nirahara Samyama, just to cleanse and purify that will, so that you can have a clear, untainted communication with Paramashiva. And then the other is live for life. Say yes to life. Life in all of its apparent chaos is actually happening exactly the way it's supposed to be happening. So say yes to life for yourself. Say yes to life to others. Be a light to people. Get in life and get dirty. Don't stand on the sidelines, and just get in there and act like it's your last game. And we know there are many more after this, depending upon if you decide to take another birth or if you have to. But just get in there, just play the game. Don't stand on the sidelines. Take responsibility for your life, and it's you creating your life. You are creating it. No one else is creating it. Anything that you see right now, you've created through your will. And that's something that I had to come to grips with, and I have. But years ago, I was like, I'm not creating this. Yeah, you are. You are. And it's all okay, because everything is falling into place. Even though it looks like it might be falling apart, it's falling into place. So I'll summarize what it says on here again so we can go back. It just says, Swamiji said your job in this life is to will, enrich in oneness with purification of will, and live for life. All right, guys, Nityanandam, that's your beautiful flower for today. Whatever your favorite flower is, make it that. Take it and share it with the world. Enrich. All right, guys, love you. Nityanandam.